As protests across Indonesia intensify, the country's President Prabowo Subianto says that some actions in rallies that have spread across the country in recent days are leaning towards treason and terrorism. The protests, the first major test for Prabowo's nearly year-old government, began in Jakarta over lawmakers' pay earlier this week and worsened after a police vehicle hit and killed a motorcycle rider. President Subianto stated that the Indonesian political parties have agreed to revoke a number of perks and privileges for parliamentarians in a major concession to the ongoing anti-government protests. Subianto has also ordered strict actions against those involved in riots and looting across Indonesia.
I have ordered the police and the Indonesian National Armed Forces to take the strongest possible action against all forms of damage to public facilities, looting of individual homes, public places or economic centers in accordance with applicable law.
The protest also resulted in an overnight loot at the home of Indonesia's Finance Minister Sri Mulyani. Mulyani's home, which is in South Tangerang, a city neighboring the capital Jakarta, has now been secured by the military personnel. Anger has spread across Indonesia over low wages and financial perks for lawmakers. Several lawmakers have reportedly had their houses ransacked in recent days. The violent protests that started from capital Jakarta have now spread to the entire country. Protests in Makassar, the biggest city on the eastern island of Sulawesi, descended into chaos outside the provincial and city council buildings, which were both set on fire as demonstrators hurled rocks and Molotov cocktails. Prabowo cancelled his visit to China amid ongoing nationwide protests. The Indonesian president was among the 26 heads of state invited by Chinese President Xi Jinping to attend the Victory Day parade on September 3rd. In light of the protests, short video app TikTok, which is owned by China's ByteDance, cited escalating violence in Indonesia for suspending its live feature in the country for a few days. Meanwhile, police say they have detained 7 officers for questioning in connection with the driver's death. The national police chief told a news conference on Saturday that the officers would face an ethics trial that could take a week. This comes as President Prabowo urged calm and ordered an investigation into the driver's death and that the officers involved be held accountable. Prabowo has pledged fast, state-driven growth, but has already faced protests against widespread government budget cuts.
Ruang sidang paripurna.
We earlier spoke to Andy Bayuni, who's a senior Indonesian journalist from Jakarta, and this is what he told us.
Well, this looks like a pent-up anger that had accumulated over months. I guess since the president's inauguration, there are some policies that did not go down very well, but they were accepted for a while, tolerated, that people were just gambling. But I think what happened in the last 2 weeks, there were several events that triggered the emotions and then sort of erupted into protests, which turned violence. So it's not just one incident or 2 incidents, but there are several, because the anger is obviously so big that there was demonstrations, not just in Jakarta, but other big cities. Initially students, and then later labor groups, and after that just ordinary people, even housewives, poor people, they came out to the streets to demonstrate.